I love this country, I dey straightforward. Some bad leaders just they spread rumors. They just think say bros, we don't know what's up. Right me. When they need favor, they go they show up. Now we get power, we don't need old men for that. We all need freedom, they don't to kill us for years. I don't tell my mama, but she don't tell her right though. I don't tell everybody, I tell everybody. If they give you a bag of fries, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you a bag of salt, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you 10K, just tell them so. No, no. See, now you go suffer so okay, now you go lose weight though. Government disappoint us, it's causing confusion. Disappoint us, causing disengagement. This is not disappointment. Josh with your hands up. I love this country, I dey straightforward. Some bad leaders just they spread rumors. They just think say bros, we don't know what's up. Right me. When they need favor, they go they show up. Now we get power, we don't need old men for that. We all need freedom, they don't to kill us for years. I don't tell my mama, but she don't tell her right though. I don't tell everybody, I tell everybody. If they give you a bag of fries, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you a bag of salt, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you 10K, just tell them so. No, no. See, now you go suffer so okay, now you go lose weight though. Government disappoint us, it's causing confusion. And if that disappoint us, causing disengagement though.
Wait till we do then. They are giving us confusion.
Josh with your hands up. I love this country, I dey straightforward. Some bad leaders just they spread rumors. They just think say bros, we don't know what's up. Right me. When they need favor, they go they show up. Now we get power, we don't need old men for that. We all need freedom, they don't to kill us for years. I don't tell my mama, but she don't tell her right though. I don't tell everybody, I tell everybody. If they give you a bag of fries, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you a bag of salt, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you 10K, just tell them so. No, no. See, now you go suffer so okay, now you go lose weight though. Government disappoint us, it's causing confusion. And if that disappoint us, causing disengagement though. This is not disappointment.
Yes, so brothers and sisters, sorry, I want to take your time a bit. We just have to do it right, no matter how it is. Nigeria is going down.
Josh with your hands up.
And some people are still making us to feel that everything is good. This is the right way. I love this country, not be small.
Some bad leaders just they spread rumors.
People like Olusegun Obasanjo, dead Buhari,
when they need favor, they go they
Oshomola.
Now we get power, we don't need old men for that.
The youth get up and you get power.
us for years. I don't tell my mama, but she don't sell her right. I don't tell everybody, I tell everybody. If they give you a bag of rice, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you a bag of salt, just tell them so. No, no. If they give you 10K, just tell them so. No, no. See, now you go suffer so day, now you go lose weight. Government disappoint us, it's causing confusion.
Yeah, I see you, Utas. I see you. God bless you. Thanks for coming in. Now, so, the little time that I have, we just have to share together. Nigeria is a place that God has given to us. But because of greed and wickedness, some people are keeping Nigeria as if it's their life, it's their property. According to the sound you just heard, they are going to give you a bag of rice. They are going to give you all sort of things. But all you just need to do, reject it. Because as you can see as well now, a lot of things is going out there. I've always been saying this word. Yeah, your message, I see your message. I just want to respond to you. Say what it's all about. I'm going to be talking about things that is really affects you and me. The reason why you left your country and today you are here in abroad. I leave this word as a message to you because I'm in a live show. So that is the reason I send it to you. God bless you. So now, no matter how it is, we just have to do it the way we have to do it. Nigeria is for everybody. Okorocha said, if I open my mouth, Aso Rock will crumble and scatter and fall. What did they mouth we want open, we will never know. What is that we see as a secret that we have not heard about? If you watch all my previous videos, I have always talked about that. Right from the one Buhari traveled out of Nigeria, I see a lot of people felt Buhari is still alive. But today, if you go back to my previous video for a very long time, you will see the word that God, that thing that always speaks in a human's heart, asked me to say. And today I see a lot of people, Kanu and all Igbos and other people are talking about it. And I'm seeing it. They are sending it to me in media that yes, Buhari is dead, is that. We have counterfeit, we have another person in the Aso Rock. But I thank God that if he say it doesn't matter how much you fall, what is important is when you realize it and when you get up. That is what matters. We are here for each other. When you look at the life we are all living today, we're supposed to understand this world itself has nothing. The only thing it has for us is happiness. But today a lot of people have created fear, problems here and there, fear everywhere. When we all understand that the life itself is not even enough for us to spend. Neither we allow greed, wickedness to enwrap us, to take away our happiness, to take away things that we're supposed to be celebrating. I see a lot of people today, when they come out, they talk about things that are not important. Where there is no peace, what is important about we talking about things that are irrelevant? What are those things that are irrelevant? We will be talking about each other, fighting each other, building houses, building mansions, building schools, building hotels. Where there is no road, there is no life. When there is no good leaders, no good government, what is the use of all these things? Is there any time the Creator creates you and I and said, let there be only darkness? Is there any time He created you and I into this world and said, there will be no water, there will be no road, there will be no light? Why is mankind so wicked and we don't want to see it as anything? God himself is not going to come back again and tell you, do it like this, do it the other way. We all have what it takes to fix our country. According to what I write there, Nigeria is going down. Africa as a whole is going down. And who are all those taking Nigeria down? Let me look at the Aso Rock of Nigeria. Those people who fix that imposter into that Aso Rock as the name Buhari, all the people who come together and who plan that evil and impose it to Nigerians, as we are seeing a poster or someone who don't notice about Nigeria as a leader, as a president. Those people, from themselves to their children's children, we, the good people of Nigeria, we need to, take everything as soon as the truth is out. We need to seize everything to their last pen, to their last penny from their hands and bring it back to Nigeria. A lot of people find it difficult to understand that the world we are all living means nothing. The only time we miss something it is when we allow harmony, allow peace, equal agenda to exist, to sustain. But in this form, the way we are seeing it today, a lot of people complain, fight each other, say a lot of things. I want to quickly wish one of my brother happy birthday, Oduwa. It might not be here. I wish you happy birthday today because I can see in the house everybody is wishing you happy birthday. May you never suffer with pain. May every day bring you joy. May your destiny come to pass. No man will shatter your dream in Jesus' name. So my brothers and sisters, the purpose of today is for us to save Nigeria. And who is going to save Nigeria? Some will say those who will fix Nigeria are yet to be born. Some will say this or that. If those who are to fix Nigeria are yet to be born, are they going to come in different form, without having head, without having hands, without having the same way, without being the same image we all have today? So we are the one to fix it. We don't have to keep it for other persons. The Bible says we are to fix it ourselves. He has given to us. A lot of things is happening in Nigeria today that we see as sometimes a lot of things be planted and taking away our resources, even our soils, even those fruits, those things we normally see in our soils, but today is no longer there. Because of the bad leaders, because of the people who are greedy, who have sold their soul to demon, and who believe that we have to cover up for each other. That is the kind of government we all have in Africa. Cover up for each other. None of these people who is governing Africa, Nigeria, as a human being, they are all governing Nigeria, governing Africa for their own selfish interest. And nobody wants to see it as anything bad. Why are we still going to be worshiping these people when we know? I will be saying sorry because if I have time, I have to quickly use it. I don't much have time to be coming out at the right time sometimes. So whenever I have the time, because this says when the message is coming from far, it has to come when you don't expect it. Just like they say, on the day when the last day on the trumpet is going to be blown, it's going to take you unaware. You are not going to expect it. You are not going to say, yes, let me dress up. Let me put on my shoes. Or let me start doing things right. That is the day the righteous is going to come. It's going to come like a thief when you don't plan it. Just the way I come out this very moment. I just got in, so I decided to, when the thing asked me to come out, I decided to come out to talk about it. Let us free our conscience. Let us free ourselves so that we will not be making mistakes. I will talk about a man, a mega comrade. He came out twice yesterday. Mega comrade, the People Freedom Movement, the leader, the brain behind it. Oh, he pull off his 2 ears. I want to shout. I want to blow a trumpet. I want to blow all sort of things for people to be aware about things that is happening. Because in life, there's no one that has been threatened that who will take it lightly. Just like the Western world we are today. Threatening is something that you have to hold on to it and hold it seriously. And make sure don't take it lightly. Because even in our country, sometimes when you threaten some people with the word you say out of your mouth, you that says it might not want to take it as anything, but those who heard of it will take it the other way around. I described something that a man prepared a chicken, pretending to say to the world that yes, I ate an eagle. But within a second, between the night, before the night time, the daybreak, they turned that chicken to become an eagle or that thing else. Until the man confessed that this is an eagle. This is a chicken. Go and even look at all the feather that I pull off. It's just a chicken. It's not an eagle. Before they let the man go free. So you can see that people that who is listening to you are more dangerous than those who say it out of their mouth. What did this man want from the man who threatened him? Go back and say it the way it is. The reason why I'm out is to put things right. Because he says, who is going to put things right is you and me. He's not going to come back again and put it right for you and I. We all have been in it, and we thought, oh, let us pray. Like I saw, he said, Quran and church, the Bible, Christianity, cannot help Nigeria any longer. Cannot even help Africa. The only thing that can help you and I is what God gave to you and I to serve. Nobody knows when we were created, we all have something that God sent along with us. But today, everybody have just divided. We are carrying other people's load. We are picking up, we are worshiping other people's religion. So today we are all confused. That is why you see everything today is upside down. The few men, the few people, the few men and women who have the privilege to them with those who we are still enslaved to. Today they are still becoming a slave. If you look at Nigeria today, a lot of things is going up and down. And no one wants to see it that way. We all are seeing it the other way around. So this man says, please, tell these people to come out, tell this guy to come out and say it the way it is. That is Tony Kabaka. Come and say it the way it is. He says, oh, I cannot do it this way. It's just, I just said this thing, but I did not mean, go back to the right channel and do it that way. You will see that, yes, everything will be off. But nobody wants to see it that way. And now see this. If it were to be you, and you that who is now in position of wealth, you are now in position of wealth, position of good resources, you were to beat the victim, how will you react? Why am I saying this? It is because we all just have to be our brother's keeper. We all just have to help each other. We all just have to stand for each other. That is why it says the world itself has nothing. Has nothing. We are just the one misleading ourselves. That is why we are not confusing ourselves. We don't even know how to handle the world. That we're supposed to live in harmony, in peace. And feel the good thing that God put into this world for us to enjoy. When this man says, do it that way, but some people did not want to see it that way. It is very easy. When you know what you have, you are not going to let it go easily. What are all these things that I'm talking about? When you look at the word Edo State as a whole today, ask all these men, all these boys, all these youths, all these old men that who are still youths, what are you benefiting from that soil? What are you benefiting from the government? What are you benefiting from those capas? What are you benefiting from those who are privileged to have the police by their side? Those who are privileged to have the government by their side? Who are those that are privileged to have the presidency by their side? What are we all benefiting from them? People who have been governing your state, that who cannot give you light, that who cannot give you road. We keep on hammering on that road and light, right from the one, right from generation. For long decades, these are what people have been asking about before we today. That is the same thing. If we cannot handle it now, that is the same thing. Unborn children, we thought that we handle it, we still are the same way today. Tomorrow there will be no way out. We who have the privilege now, we just have to do it. Because they say, everything have time and seasons. Sometimes, who know when is your time? Who know when is the time? That is just exactly where I come out. Did you know when I'm supposed to come out? Did you know when the God is going to use me to say the thing that you expect? Did you know when the truth is going to shoot out just like a bullet? Nobody knows. If this man can do what Mega Comrade asked of him, today you will see that there will be a peace. Who are those misleading these guys? Some few people that are benefiting from the soil. Some few people who are enriching themselves with the things of the land. Because they felt if other people are aware of the things, the treasure that this land has, they will not be getting enough any longer. But they never knew that they said more money, more problems. More money, more problems. As at the time you create too much wealth around yourself, you are going to be thinking about how to have another protections. That is what lead all these politicians we have today to ritualists, to all sort of things that they are doing today that is disturbing the country, that is bringing Nigeria down. Before, we used to understand that there are few people who will want to go into the political work, to go and fight for all sort of things, to get opportunity of wealth. And no wealth comes genuinely. Every wealth that is too much always comes with blood. Always come from the Satan himself. That is where we are all getting it wrong. The moment the people in your state are not living the way they're supposed to live, what is the use of that wealth? What are all the use of those wealth? What are you benefiting from it? The only way to have fun in life, it is you allow the people around you always have laughter in their mouth. Not with their face are always squeezed, day in, day out. And you will still go ahead and start squeezing the last sweat, the last blood out of them all. So when I want to talk to my man, this man, my friend, my brother, Tony Kabaka, the reason why I'm out to speak this very moment, God is not going to come back to fix the world for us, neither to fix everything. The only way we can make peace, we can live in peace, it is when we understand the purpose and the reason why God creates you and I. I always say this, the purpose is for us to come and trade and go back. Have you ever looked at skulls, skeletons, and a man who is headed with flesh? Have you ever compared both? Or have you ever been in a place where an accident victim or someone that is dead and someone that is alive, you ask yourself, oh, look at this guy, I was admiring this guy. Look at how he's lifeless. Look at this girl that I was admiring. Look at the way it is now. They are throwing it everywhere. It does not make any sense any longer. That is life for you. Why can't we understand that we just have to live in peace? If mega comrades come out and speak, I want you to ask yourself, this word that is coming out of this man was these words, all these words, are they for himself alone? Or the things that he's saying, is it for him to benefit alone, himself and the family? Or those things that he's saying, does those things really affect every other persons? Are other persons also passing this pain because of this one person? Or the country we call Nigeria, the soil, the land that God gave to us, is these people really giving back to this soil? Are this soil really, are the land really benefiting back from what this land is giving to this man or this woman? Why can't we understand that when you have the privilege of all these things, share it out with the right source? Because the moment you try to share it with one man or with some few people, then corruption comes in. That is how corruption begins to give birth today in the society. That makes the state, the country, remain where it is. Today, you will see that you have already voiced out. And some people see those voices that you voice out as nothing, while some see as something. And the man or that woman that you are voicing on their behalf, ask them, what is the use of wealth without giving back to the society? I have always said this. If anyone who is privileged to have, because in my dialect they always says, if some people have wealth, just like Osayamore Joseph sang, when you cannot get to the you are not privileged to have wealth, and you see those who have, worship them, praise them, dance along with them. That is not the kind of wealth he's talking about. Just like the way churches today will be preaching. The things in the scripture are things of old, what were happening before. The scripture today, they turn it, they are still doing it the same way of old, even adding their own into it, their greed. Why can't you ask yourself, with all these resources and the people who are privileged, who are in the government, they cannot do the right thing? Why, if we all agreed to stand with the kind of strength, the strength that you have, with the kind of influence that you have around yourself, now let us tell these people the truth. All this wealth, is it bad if we have solar power everywhere in Edo State, in every other state? Is it bad if we have good roads in our state? Is it bad if the police start to do the right thing than doing the wrong thing? Is it bad if the government comes in and allocation comes in from the taxpayer and from the federal, and those money have not been implemented or being used right? Is it bad if we start questioning all these people? A friend, Albert Obaze, said, I want to thank that guy. I know he has watched my video and we have talked on phone and he has really listened to me. Now today he has been convinced. If you are out there trying to take that guy's life because of his sincerity and because of his repentance, God will punish you whosoever it is. Because really, you are working for people who don't know how to give back to the society, who don't even think for you and me, who cannot even think that, yes, I just drove through all this road. There is no road to penetrate. There is nowhere to go. There is no, I cannot even sleep in a house and have light. I cannot even walk on the street and have peace. And you, because you are benefiting from the government, you don't want to see all these things as a wrong thing. What is the promise of the government and what is the use of having a government when there is no road, there is no light? What is the use of a government creating a job, buying computer, building houses without road and without light? What is the use of someone creating a job when there is no light? What sort of government, what sort of a human being is that? If nobody can say the truth, When you see a man like a Pyra and Omigo saying the truth, everybody's supposed to, those who we have fed, supposed to understand, this man is not fighting for his pocket, neither for his own selfish interest. Nobody is perfect. If you are perfect, I want you to stretch up your hands and say you are perfect. That, yes, you are the perfect man. If the thunder from heaven will not strike you. I see you, my brother Rostar. God will elevate you, brother. You know yourself. God will elevate you. You will heal, because the thing that lead me out this very moment to talk, it will turn a victory for your life, my brother. Brothers and sisters, what is the gain for we to have people with government without no functioning? Things are not functioning. How can people be worshiping people that who have access to gun, who have access to the money, who have access to everything, name it all, timber, caliber, cocoa, and what, name it all, whatsoever we have in the land. And these are the only people who have access to it. At the end of it all, they cannot give back to the society, they cannot give back to the land. We are all worshiping a dead man. And some people who are Hausa and Igbos and other Yoruba, they gang together, knowing fully well that we no longer have president in the Aso Rock. Now, they are now squandering these resources of the land. They are keeping everything for themselves, for their children. Atiku is struggling to come back in so that they will come and kill Nigeria to nothing. And nobody would want to see that way. What is wrong if we allow Moyode Sowore to govern or to president, to lead as a president in the Nigeria? What is wrong if Nnamdi Kanu get up and become what he want to become? I don't know what position he want now. Why can't we listen to the truth? Why do we so much hate the truth? Why do we always love to stand with the lies? Why do we always love to walk with lies? What is wrong with us? If a man will say it is wrong for you as a youth to have time to be worshiping someone who is with your money because he want to give you little from your own money. If people that you are worshiping as a government, as those who are in the power today, and you are worshiping them, and these people, they cannot give you job. They cannot give you light and road. Because some people will say that is not important. Did you know how government work? Light is not important. They say, without your two eyes, what is important is you. You see people today, they say all these things are not important. We just need this first. We have to work this first. For how long are we going to continue to be working things that does not matter? That's where they say, if you are waiting for Bible and Quran to save Nigeria, you are all making a mistake. Go to the media today, you see a lot of things happening in the place where some people call their house. It's not house of God. I will not call that place a house of God. What is happening in and out over there, nobody want to see it. Don't you see that there's a confusion everywhere? Don't you see that there's a confusion everywhere in that land? So, brothers and sisters, if a man comes out and say, hey, youth, old men and old women, young and old, please, let us not sell out our rights. Let us not give out our vote to those who have made us to be a poor man, poor children, poor youth out there. In the name of tomorrow they will come in and say, they sound as if maybe they are your helpers. I was seeing something in the media today. You see, there's a lot of cars pasted the names, the posters of those aspirants, those Buhari aspirants and Atiku. Then I now ask myself, so now it's now election. You people now, the resources is here now that have not been there. It's here now for you to fund this election. When we have been crying for just light, But now there's money for you to fund your election, when we all know what it takes for them to buy a ticket to campaign. When we all need, how much do we need to have the light that we are all be crying for? How much do we need to have sea slave from Lagos to everywhere in the whole state, Nigeria? I saw a lot of accidents. If you watch all my videos, I have been talking about the roads. If we have 6 slaves, 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, all 12 together, going and coming, 6 slaves. If we have it from Lagos to every other state in the whole, when we call express. If we have it in Nigeria, is that a bad thing? Don't we have the resources? You see a lot of people dying by accident, all because of single ladies everywhere. And you will see the youth will come out and say, this is the right people to governor or to president or to lead you. People that who cannot give you what you need to enjoy or to live with as a human being. Tell me anything that we are benefiting from all the previous and the present governments. A government that who cannot give you light. Tell me one thing that we are benefiting from them. In a normal sense, someone who is a governor or a president, it's very easy for us to have a estate. It's very easy for us to invite some big layers or some aboki from abroad that who has white collar and bring them into Nigeria and call them investors. It's very easy. And when you come out and they see that you are a governor, you are a president, you are a senator, they are going to come along and come with you, and people, you see all the TV stations and every other station, they will come in and start snapping pictures. All these things are it's very easy to do. Is this the reason why we vote these people to come and govern you and I? Is this what they promise us? To come and be bringing people to be taking pictures from one assembly to one gathering to another gathering? Is that the purpose of voting them in? Their promise was to give us light. Their promise was to give us road. Their promise was to eradicate Boko Haram. Their promise was to bring security into the society. I see you, Vivian Cha. These are all their promises. Ask yourself, these things I just said, tell me anyone they have put in place. Tell me anyone they have put in place for you and I. Anyone, just name one out of all these things they promise you. We want to create jobs. They are creating jobs. Without road, without light. What sort of a human being is that? What sort of a job are you talking about? Is that a job? When you are out there, when you stand out and you are going to a place you work, there will be no road for you to get to the office at time. Go to Abuja, go and find that. Those who are supposed to be in office at 7:30, they will not get to their place of work at 12 o'clock. I'm talking about the capital city, neither the ordinary rural areas. So these people, if they cannot give us all these things, why are you still saying these are the people you still need to continue to govern you? Why are we still worshiping these people? Why do we still need these people to continue? Is it not hard time we get out of we wake up from our slumber and start to reason with our head, not that we are reasoning with our feet? If we are going to allow these people to continue like this, my brothers and sisters, we are making a big mistake. We are making a huge mistake that tomorrow we'll be looking for a way out, we will not get it. The people that we have in power today, go and check all our systems. Go and check everything that have been functioning that is no longer functioning. When we're talking about transport system, they are all dead. I sent someone a message in Edo State. He said before he could get to the other next bus stop, from one bus stop to the other, before he could get to the other bus stop, he has to walk some kind of distance before he could get to the other bus stop. And I asked about, is that how it is in the Western world that you are copying from? A bus stop, before you can go and take a bus, you have to trek for 30 minutes before you get to one bus stop. Is that how it is? You put one bus stop here, you go and put the other one in another in Zaria. Does that make sense? These people, they don't even know what they are doing. And we don't want to see it that way. We always see it as if maybe, yes, these people meant well. These people meant well. I don't know what you people understand by these people. These are the kind of people we need as a leader today. I know people have told me that Nigeria problems, we're supposed to leave it for them. We're supposed to let them face it. Who are them? We are all in. We are all affected in one way or other. Because if you go to my state today and things are the way it is, it has already affected you. I've always said this. You see some people will say, yes, I have my voter's card, but I'm not going there to vote because they always do it as usual. They always ring elections. Tomorrow, when you sit at home and these people ring the elections and you don't want to monitor them, thank God the world is being civilized and the media is in everywhere. You have your cell phone that which you can record and show to the world what happened so that people will take it from there. And you sit at home and you tell it's not your business, it does not affect you, after all you are okay. Did you create your own road? In your house, did you have your own electricity? Even some communities in Edo State that who will go and buy their own transformer, who will go and buy all their own meters, buy everything. The NEPA or AEDC people, they will still come there and start collecting money from there every month. And you that who said that it's none of your business before, you have no right to tell them when they come to ask you for tax, to say you are not going to pay. It is when we know that, yes, you can handle them when they come. It's good for you to say, yeah, you are not going to vote because you know you're right. When they come, you have anything to do. When you are doing your business, any government officials, when they come to your stores or come to your place of where you are making your daily money, you have to fight them or tell them you are not paying. But when you don't, you cannot do this. So let us do things right. These people, they will injure you in one way or the other. They are going to affect you in a way you never expect. Because you cannot create your own self-road. You cannot create your own light. You cannot create your own hair. You cannot create your own market. You cannot create anything of yours. When you create these things, tomorrow they are going to come and tell you to pay for it, that they own the land. They are the government. Why not we now come together and see to how we can take these people out of those positions? Because those positions, the moment you come into that positions, you're supposed to do things right. But when those things are not being done right, what is the use of you coming to those positions? I always say this. When you have people who don't have idea of leadership, you have to take them. We all have to come together and vote them out. When a man is saying, you as a youth, don't set out your right. Don't sort out your vote. Don't sort out your conscience. Don't try to walk along because these people, they will kill you. Because these people, they have gone. Because these people, they know how to destroy. They know how to do a lot of things. Your words also, you can convince these people that who are working for just these few people. Because when you look at those that they are using, they will not use their children. They will not use their nephews. They will not use their brothers. They will not use anybody that is in their family. The only people they use is you, that who they have been inflated with hunger, with poverty, with sickness. That is why you see today when you go out there when we talk about healthcare, you see there is a lot of drugs out there that they allow those people to bring into the society, so that when you start curing, and they are going to come as if they are here to save you. And when you start curing diseases that can never leave you all the days of your life, that will even take you to a timely death. When you start curing those things, now you will see them as your God. Now you will see them as your helper. If not this man, go and look at some community, how he has pumped in drugs, how he has pumped in a lot of things, equipment, a lot of things that is sharing for the people freely. Did you think those sickness are supposed to be in the society? Our forefathers live with roofs, with herbs, and they live for 100 or something years. Today, or with all these present governments that who today are still pouring all these drugs into the society, we, the family, we here, we think maybe over there in Nigeria, they think these people are doing them favor. You will still see them with all those drugs, nobody still lasts to 100 years any longer. Don't you see that these people, they have already sold their souls to the corrupt government and to the few corrupt white people? So if we want to be living as we're supposed to be living as usual, as it has always been during our forefathers' time, we need to think with our head, not with our feet. And let us see what is the reason. When did this problem start? When did all these things start? Is it when this social person takes charge? Is this when this thing starts? Is this when they introduce EFCC or they introduce NAFDAC? Is that when this thing starts? When did this kind of sickness, when did this start? We're supposed to be thinking from there. Is it when this social person become a governor or become a senator or president, this thing starts? Just like we all know when Boko Haram start. We all know when Fulani herdsmen start. We all know when all this Ebola start. We know when it starts. So these are people that who we are seeing today as your Messiah, they are all evil. They all know what they do. They all know how to destroy you and I. If these people cannot give you and I light till now, cannot give us road, cannot give us what we need, my brothers and sisters, we are all making a big mistake. Excuse me, brothers and sisters, just a moment. Let me see if I can do one or two things here to show you, if I can show you something that you really need to see. Because in life, as at the moment, we cannot help ourselves, we are all making a big mistake, because a mistake is something that we will not allow to continue. When it continues, it's going to put us in a big mess that we can never get away out. I'm sorry, I cannot get it here, I cannot get it there. I will reserve it for next time. Let me, because of time factor, I don't have much time. So my brothers and sisters, there is something I wanted to show that will surprise you, what is happening over there in Nigeria, even in the Aso Rock. Because sometimes we don't need to wait for these people to help us, because these people don't have anything again to use to help us. They don't have one thing to use to help that they can put to the society today that will change Nigeria. The only thing these people have now is how to save what they have looted, what they have taken from the land, what they have taken from the treasury. That's the only thing they have. That is why if you are expecting the same people today to come in, people like Atiku and the present one to continue, my brothers and sisters, we are all making a big mistake. Because these people, they just want to cover up now, looking for a way to always cover up for themselves, to cover up for their children, to cover up for all their bad. That's what they have now. Any other thing apart from that, they have nothing else that you and I, we are going to benefit from these people. If we don't want to change hands, we don't want to change hands now, we are all going to be making a big mistake. A mistake that we'll forever regret. Our children's children and their children's children, their children, you can see today, their children are always be on every position that you can think about. In every government offices. Their children occupies all. And all these are the children that we are trained with resources of the land. The children that you send to another country, to a white man's land, to go and school, at the end, when it's time for them to come in, to put them in offices, they'll go and bring them. These are the people who don't know the pains or how the state, works. Who don't even know what is poverty. Who don't even know what is austerities. Who don't even know what is hunger. When they then bring these kind of children, the only thing they know how to do is to come and sit in office and begin to bring the same white people who have brainwashed them, who have already brainwashed them. That's why you see today, when they are bringing a lot of chemicals into the society today, nobody stops them. Like you and me today, some of the white people we have as a friend today, these are the people that understand, that we all understand ourselves. So when we bring them into our society, to our country, it will pick up for us. The same thing to all these people. Because these people, the only thing they know how to do is how to share the money, how to destroy the poor people, how to destroy the system, and how to cover up for themselves. So the reason and the purpose why I come out is this. Mega Comrades came out twice yesterday in reference of one word, just one word. This is not two. Just one word. And a word that is supposed to be solved within a second. I have asked, what is the purpose of this man message every day in, day out? For the system to work. Is that too much for one to ask of? Is that too much for one to ask, say, let the system work as it's supposed to be? We all know how it is over here in the Western world. The system are functioning. These people, they live with the weight of the Nigerian people. When a Nigerian man rent house, you pay your rent higher. You pay your light bill higher. When you drive a vehicle, you park your car, once they see that name, Nigerian name, the bill they are going to send to you is always on the high side. These are how they live. Now we have all these things in our country. And these people who are government, they will still just with oil money and doing assassination of killing the good people. The reason this man came out, and I always say this, if he says, let the system work, you that is holding the oil side ransom, or you that is promising without fulfilling it, do it right. Is that too difficult? When these things are being done in the proper way, it will also benefit the man. It will also benefit you who they are sending to threaten or to kill. Because there is no way that the government will give you light 24/7 now that you will not benefit from it. And there is no way the government today will hearken to or listen to the voice of this man that they will give you a good road that you will not benefit from it. There is no way now everything, the wages or the money that they promises the workers or the students, when they start having an increment or they are paying everybody accordingly to their jobs or according to their degree, that you will not benefit from it. Because if you own a company or you own a hotel, people will come in there, now you will start benefit from it. Did you think when government did not put all these things in place, how will your place function the way it's supposed to be? I see when you go to Abuja, you are looking for a hotel. Sometimes you will look for a hotel, you cannot get a space. You can never get a space, and they are on the high side. Their hotels is on the high side. You can never get a space. Why? Because things are functioning well there. But in Edo State, it's not like that. When the government cannot give us roads, cannot give us light, and the people that who are in there, that they give 500,000 to go and buy a computer, and there is no life for them to function, and tomorrow, how will they come in there and rent hotel? How will they come in there and live well? How can they survive it? Now you can see the austerity and the same thing will affect you in one way or the other. There is no way that when all these things are not being done properly, that it will not affect you. It must affect you no matter how. There's no two ways about it. The only way it will not affect you, it is when you allow your brain to think as a human being and really ask these people that who are in power, those who are in a position of well, those who are in position of the things of the land, that who has the power to do things right. And when you sit back and ask yourself, really, what is the purpose of a government? What is the purpose of a government is a question everybody's supposed to ask themselves. It's to protect those oil things. It's not for individual. These are things of the land. It's to protect, to give us securities. It's not for individual. It's to give us light and road. It's not for individuals. And when you by yourself sit down, ask yourself questions. What is difficult? Is these people that we call government, are they really doing these few things that I just mentioned now? Are they really doing all these things? Then why am I citing all these people? Must I always go out there to always shut the people that who is saying the truth, that who has the energy to ask these people questions, why can't you do things right? Must I always go, and when I know what these people are saying are the truth, and they are demanding for their right, and it's true, and tomorrow you are going to benefit from it, must I always, because of I want to please this man, just man, and displease million people, must I always go against these people that who is saying the truth? Must I always know that these people, why will somebody just be coming out and say, come and do these things right, give us these things, give us these things? It did not say, you know, when you become a government, when you become an arena of the government or any workers in the government offices, your monthly payment is enough for you. But when you check the system today, now the monthly payment is not enough for them. Allowances is not enough for them. They will still not allow the system to function. They will still not allow things that are supposed to be functioning to function, all because of greed, all because of their greed and evil agendas. I always say this. These people, you see them, go and check all their children. They are all misbehaving out there. Some that who are still normal, they are wasting resources without no thinking twice. These are still, they are still misbehaving, they are still not normal. Because in the actual sense, when people around you, when your land, you are not feeling that good air, good environment that you're supposed to be feeling, you are not getting it, that means things are not working well. You check all these people, they are always on private jet. They are always on a bulletproof jeep. Is that how it's supposed to be? As a good man, as a good woman, you're supposed to be in public. You're supposed to be in anywhere just like Obama did. You're supposed to be in a public, be free anytime, any day. Because when you are good and you are doing the right thing, the land itself will protect you. You don't even need the crowd. You don't even need the police. You don't even need the guns. But because you yourself know that you are not a nice person, that's why the first thing you think about, the moment I get to power, I need to protect myself. For who are you protecting yourself towards? If the people see you as a nice person, who else can kill you? When the widows sit down, they are praying for you. The poor people sit down, they are praying for you. Those people that who don't have opportunity before, now they now have that after graduating, they now have an office to go to. They now have a flat to stay as their home, that they can take their mothers and their parents out of tenant. And these people, when they are praying for you, who else can kill you? When you go to hospital, hospital is functioning. Ask PDP and APC, tell me anything they have put in place that we want you and I to still need these people to continue to govern us. What I want you people that who are killing for them, you people that who are stealing a ballot paper for them, you people that who are there fighting people that who are voicing out the truth, voicing out their heart, saying the truth. When you are before you be against them, think about it. One thing, these people that who come to power, they promise that they have all done. You see, a lot of people will say, no, he has not yet finished his tenure. What did you mean by finishing your tenure? I have always asked, a normal human being, you don't supposed to have more than even 2 houses. You don't supposed to. Because your children have their own choice. Just as you have your own choice today. If you don't have your own choice today, you would have still go and build your house just like the one your forefather built when we were using window. Before now, you see they were using louvers. They were using, some kind of paper zinc to block their window. That was we are supposed to be building like that. But today you can see none of all these things are existing any longer. We all have our own choice. But these people, they keep money, they bury money in everywhere. They bury money in everywhere for no reasons. Whereas the land just the road needs slaves. 60 slaves. When you say this is an express in a white man's land, all these people that who are governing you, they know all these things. Express road is supposed to be wide enough that when you sleep, within some seconds, you will quickly wake up, you still see that yes, you are still on the track. In our road today, you cannot even sleep. The road you pass within the next 1 hour when you are coming back, there is already a trailer on the way that will cause an accident. And we have road safety. And road safety will be there. We'll go and stand on a curve or in a curve or go and stay in a place that is so open and go and be stopped extorting people, extorting money from people. What is the function of all these people? That is why the reason why I'm making you to understand that the government that we have, they are not the right people that are supposed to be in the government, to be in power. The road safety that are supposed to be patrolling from Lagos to Abuja to Calabar to everywhere, patrolling 24/7. When there is any car, any trailer, any truck that spoiled on the road, they will tow it to their office. So for those who own those trailers, who own those cars, they will come and claim those things in their office. But today, they call themselves, all these people, road safety, they cannot tow vehicle away from the road. With the road you pass in the morning, when you are coming in the night, you thought that the road is still the same thing, then you never know there is now pothole. You never know there is a truck that's spoiled on the road. This is why you see a lot of accidents. So because we have the wrong people in power. When we have the right people, you have to have road safety that is patrolling 24/7, every minute, every second. Different road safety, they are patrolling every road so that they will know if there is any fault on the road, so that they can put a sign to save the people. Not with this one that who the fake government are on today, that who we always go to a place where they can always collect money. After some time, they go back to their bed. So my brothers and sisters, the purpose is this. I want us to think, if Mega could come out and say a word and all these things come to pass, what is wrong if you cannot come out and say, yes, my brother, these things that you said to this man is wrong. Let us really do it right. Nobody, you don't want to see it that way. And today when we come out, we say we need peace. We want those to be okay. When you see the truth, you cannot say it. Why can't we say the truth? What will be your gain when somebody loses his life? Someone who is here voicing out on how to let the government to do things right. What would be your gain? Would you ever get any other person who would do it that way? Don't we all see how the state has always been right from day one? When things are not working the proper manner, the proper way? Are we not supposed to think that, yes, When any man comes out and is voicing out on how to fix the country, how to fix the state, that person is supposed to be protected. Everybody is supposed to fight for such. Must we always act as those who said, give us Barnabas and kill Jesus Christ? Must we always continue to allow criminals to live and always kill good-minded and good people? Jesus Christ were killed and we said we need the criminal. Today in Edo State, we are still acting the same thing and nobody want to see it as if maybe it's right or good or wrong. Nobody that cannot change. Even if you are bad before, when you listen to my voice, you can change. You see, most time, I see Starlings, when they listen to me, about they listen to me, and now they are not acting the other way around. They have really come and see that, yes, if this government are really doing the right thing, there is no way people, even they themselves, will be passing through this suffering. Because I ask one question. Because you are siding this government, does that mean that your road, you will have express to your house or to any destination that you are going, or you will have 24 hours electricity because you are siding the government? No. What affects the poor people will also turn around and affect you, because you are still going to use the same road. You are still going to use the same electricity. You are still going to use the same market. Don't you see it has already affected you? Thank God today they start to see it that way. Because no matter how it is, when you siding people that who don't meant well for you, and you know it fully well, the purpose of these people to be a government is to do all these things. They are not going to come with their own money. If PDP or APC are charging them in terms of a ticket of election, of campaign is so high, it's for, or the INEC, is for everybody to come together. INEC is not there for the animals. Those APC and PDP are not there for the animals. Those who are selling all these tickets, they are not there for animals. They are all there for you and I. It is for you and I to say, no, it is not like this in another Western world. It's like today when you look at the Western world, when you are going to embassy for your passport, Nigeria, we are on the high side. But when you go to Ghana or Cote d'Ivoire embassies, you will see theirs is even 30-something euro. 50-something euro, but ours was already 400, 500. But we, because we lack understanding, we lack love, we lack unity, we always want Barnabas, we want to kill Jesus Christ, we want to kill the good people. When we even see the truth, we want to stand with the lies and begin to fight the truth. Knowing fully well the truth is you also will also benefit from it. There is no way that you will not benefit from it. There is no way, no matter, there's no two ways about it. When things start to work accordingly, you also will benefit from it. When there is light today, there is no way you will not benefit from it. When there is good road today, there is no way you will not benefit from it. When there is harmony, everybody is living in harmony in the area, in the neighborhood, there is no way you will not benefit from it. How will a Chinese man come in to come and be stealing your resources from your land? Go to every villages today, you will see other tribes. They are Hausa and Fulani, even the China, they are all filled everywhere. Because why? Because we have the wrong people in power. My purpose is for us to know if we all want it to be good or you want it to be bad, it's your own headache. If you want it to be good, it's your own headache. Let us understand, God only created us to come and do some little market and go back. When you see accident victim, you understand that life itself means nothing. When you see a dead body, you understand that life itself means nothing. That man you kill today, you cannot benefit nothing. I have already ended your life. Thank God I have ended your life. What did you benefit? What benefit are you? I have already destroyed social person. Of what benefit are you? The only people that we are supposed to be teaming up and say we want to destroy today, supposed to be these people that who are putting us in debt. These people that who are bringing GMO food, GMO drug, all sort of diseases that they are sending to with the masses are supposed to be our enemies. These are the same people. You will still see some people today, they will say they want to die for them. they want to protect them, or because you benefit from them, because of where millions are supposed to benefit, only 10 people are benefiting. Now you now see it as if maybe this person is a nice person. What is the purpose of that person? That is what you're supposed to ask yourself. What is the purpose of that man, that woman, that who are holding a government office? Ask yourself that question first. Was it there because of his children, or was it there because of it's just few people that who went there to go and kill or to go and steal or put them in the office they did not merit? Is that the purpose why the offices were being created? No. It's for them to give back to the society, to everybody, equal agenda, not for only themselves. Brothers and sisters, I will come out again because I have something to quickly catch up with right now. Because I have something I really want to talk about, but I don't have the time now. So I want us to know the only thing we all need now is on how to share love. If Edo people can see the truth, they will not say it. It does not make sense. If Igbo people will see the truth, they cannot say it. It does not make sense. I am not talking to everybody. Those that I'm talking to, they all have ears they can hear. If Okorocha says, if I open my mouth, the Aso Rock with Nigeria will crumble, Nigeria will fall. Why can't you just open your mouth so that let us know where the truth is? Let us know how to put it right. Because it's for your own selfish interest. You don't want to say the truth. You allow things to continue to die. You know, when you allow pain to continue to linger for a long time, tomorrow to come and cure that sickness, is either you cut the leg away, or you cut the head away, or either operate that place and never get it to replace back. So it's better for you to put it out now so that we quickly find a lasting solution to heal that pain, that sore, that damage. Because that's at the time you are likely to stay much longer and you know it and you don't want to say it. When you go and say it when it's already finished, when everything is already gone, in short, you will be among those that will be hanged. Because all these things, tomorrow there's no way it will not affect. If it did not affect you directly, it will affect your children or your families or your good friends. You can see all these things affect each other. So my brothers and sisters, one thing we all just need to share is love and understanding. Let us share these things. It's very important to us. Let us understand that if we allow Barnabas to always stay and take away Jesus Christ, that is a damage to us. Jesus Christ has done it for us. He don't want those things to continue again. But if we allow it to continue again, we are all making a big mistake. We have to take away Barnabas and allow Jesus Christ to stay. Take away the bad things, people. Take away the bad people. If you cannot take them away, make them to change. Change their life. Change their ideas. Change their ways of thinking. So that for the country to become a place, a safe heaven for you and I. God bless us all. And we say thank you once more. And continue to do it according to the way it is. The truth must surely come. And if we all allow the truth to die, we are making a big mistake. The truth is what we need. So let us understand that the only way the truth can come, it is when you and me see the truth and say it. Some people will come out, there is a man they call, those are not, do something. When you even stand and, I don't even watch that. When you watch such man, you see, when he's talking, his communication does not even make sense. So I just appreciate a mega comrade. You don't even talk about such people that too does not make sense. It's better to talk to people, because tomorrow when things are okay, he also will be the first to benefit from it. So you can see whatsoever cost it causes is going to go back to that person that who causes the cost. So that is how it is in life. Let us understand we only have few people to fight with. We only have few people to face, to focus our grievances with. Not everybody. It's the government. The government is our problem. God bless you all. I will do everything possible when I come back, maybe around 8, so that we will discuss a lot of things that really affect us. Albert, I thank you for speaking out once more. Continue to speak out. Get up from your slumber. Continue to speak out. If we need people to carry Nigeria But you can see we need just some few people. You people characters will show us that who you are, so that how we can fix the country. We need people that who are not greedy. We need few characters that will help our country. I have always asked, can Obaseki jail Shomole now? No. Can Saraki jail the fake president now? No. So this is the purpose why these people have to go, for other people to come in. Let's vote in AAC for us to move forward. Thank you and God bless. Later.